Hey cycling community, this is Steve Grusis, the Cycling Greek. This is the middle of week 3 of my 4-week mini comeback. Today was a fast group ride with the boys. We went out to Spring Valley School and back. The whole ride took about 2.25 hours. On the way out to Spring Valley School, it was flat, some sharp, short stinger hills, and uphill undulations. About 4 of us from our small group survived to finish together at the turnaround point at the school. On the way back, one of my teammates, Terry, and I decided to do a breakaway when the others weren't coming up to us fast enough. Now the others, certainly stronger than I am. So the purpose of doing this was, one, to have fun, see if we can survive, see how long we can survive actually before we get, and lastly, put myself in a position where I have to do long, strong efforts and then recover under stress behind someone who's doing the same when they're taking their turn. On the way back, the chasers and us, the breakaways, each picked up a rider. The rider that we picked up is a teammate of mine who started with us on this ride. This is his first group ride in a while. He has been doing a lot more work now that the economy's been getting better. He actually asked me after the ride what he can do to help him with his riding since he has so little time to train. Basically, he has an hour a day for 2 or 3 days midweek and something on the weekend. We the team, had a discussion on this. What to do if you don't have a lot of time to train. And a number of items that came out, one person says just do very short, punchy type of stuff. 40-second, 30-second max intervals with a lot of rest in between. Others were suggesting 5-minute intervals, 4-minute intervals. What I would do is take a look at the individual situation. Now, in the case of my teammate who was asking me about this, he has about 60 or 90 minutes twice a week that he could be on the road midweek, and maybe a little longer ride on the weekend. So that's 3 rides right there. He can do maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days on the trainer for like 30 or 45 minutes. For him, I would recommend that one of those midweek rides be a fast, short group ride. The other midweek ride will be solo and structured. So for example, on the structure, it could be intervals as short as 3 minutes to 5 minutes, or a longer, let's say, time trial type effort of 20 minutes. Regardless of which of those we'd be using at a particular day, we'd be finishing with very short, under a minute, intervals that had various levels of rest between. Some of them could be shorter than the interval itself, others would be a little longer. As for the ride on the weekend, solo would be good, and keeping it at zone 3, 3.5, that's sweet spot training. But riding in a group for most people is a lot more fun. In that case, I would take advantage of doing good strong pulls and staying in the wind a little bit when you're on a wheel, and staying in that zone 3, 3.5 when you're on a long sustained climb, so you can have advantage of doing those long, strong efforts. As for his days or day on the trainer, that should just be easy spinning, purely recovery, getting ready for the next workout. Back to the video, we've now hit the town of Friant and we have nothing but flats in front of us. The chasers have not caught us yet. We've been keeping up the speed and have never let up. I do find that as we're taking longer pulls when we're on the flats, we're starting to slow down. I therefore instruct the others to do the quick pull-through paceline type of work that we've been practicing. We do that and our speed starts to go up. After doing about 20 minutes of breakaway thus far, switching over to this fast pull-through paceline is definitely going to be stressing my system, but it's going to give me the work that I need. I'm going to be doing very short, intense pulls, and then I'm going to get right in the back and then right to the front again after a very short rest. Obviously what you're watching now is sped up. What actually happens once I've been released into the wind, I'm going maybe 10 seconds, maybe 12 at a very high wattage, and when I pull off, I'm pulling off, and since there's only 3 of us in the group, I don't have anybody in front of me except for a short amount of time. So I am slowing up, so I'm needing to recover for that, let's say 15, 17 seconds before I go out in the wind again. By executing this type of training plan is why my mini comeback is successful thus far. This coming weekend, I have another road race, and it's a big one. Fast forward about 10 minutes and we haven't been caught yet, and now we're coming into the finish. So I'm going to practice my sprinting. For those of you that have seen some of my other videos, I've alluded to that my sprinting sucks. And that's because it does. This year, I'm doing something about it. And now you can see why my sprinting sucks. I hope you like this video. Comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.